Good morning and welcome back to these daily videos. I'm so happy that you are here. Something pushed my algorithm off, so I would love it if you gave me a like or comment if can see this video and are watching it. I so appreciate that. Would help me so much with this channel. I obviously said something I wasn't supposed to in one of my videos. Oops. So let's get going. Okay, the first card today, and then we're going to read from Parallel Universes of Self about timelines, multiple parallel timelines. Okay, this card is the Four of Keys, which is clearing the way. It is, yes, about removing obstacles and blocks in your way. In your way of what? If you're not feeling the way you want to feel, if you're not in the job you want to be in, or having the life you want to have, or a relationship, or whatever it may be, or just you have inner turmoil, inner turmoil, there's always something there. There's something that's in the way, whether it has to be healed, removed, whether a conversation has to be made. Maybe you need to talk to someone really openly and honestly. Maybe you need to talk to yourself openly and honestly. It's about the card is a strong signal that now it's time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. Personal life, whatever it could be. You must be clear headed and be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought because, whoa, the way I've gone about this in some ways in the past is I have just thrown a whole bunch of stuff away. I will throw things away. I will, like I used to, leave a relationship just gone. I'm like, you know what? I'm not happy with this thing. I'm not dealing well with it. I don't want to deal with it, let's say, right? I'm gone. Bye-bye. Just get rid of it. That's it, walk away. That's not always a smart thing to do. So just be aware of that. When you're in the heightened of your emotion and you try to deal with things from that heightened anger, whatever it is, frustration, sadness, devastation, whatever, we don't always do the right thing. So again, it says from this calm place, bring yourself to neutral, bring yourself to calm. It may even take a few days. Then see what can I do, right? On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. And many people are like that. They don't want to hurt their feelings. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to suck it up or I'm just going to put up with it. It's not that bad for me. It's not that bad. They would be mad. They would suffer. It would be hard on them. Maybe they wouldn't like me anymore. Maybe they wouldn't accept me anymore, right? So then you put up with something that needs to be changed, that you need to maybe say no to or clear the way, right? Don't do that either. With a deep breath, fill yourself with the strength, force, and love that'll help you move obstacles that block your path. And this can also be ask God, Source, Universe to help you. I ask for the strength to be able to do this. I ask for the wisdom to be able to do this. I ask for your guidance on how I can best do this. I ask to be shown resources on how I can do this. Please show me the way. Give me a sign. Give me a signal. What is the best thing? How will I know when my body is ready? Things like that you want to ask. Those types of questions, ask for that guidance because it is here for you. And don't forget to listen to your own guidance too, right? Okay, the next cards, we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is about cups are about emotions. And the five, like I said, I don't know why they picked a five, not to be a very good number. Five is about emotional shakeup, making you feel hurt or drained or something, right? Where something's got you going down. It's like, oh my God, I'm not, which is part of normal life. It's normal. Sometimes we need to feel it, like let it go, release it, heal it, feel it. Sometimes we need to deal with it, make a change, talk to somebody. Allow your feelings to flow, right? We don't want to push them down. We don't want to ignore them. We don't want to fight with them. We don't want to suppress them. We don't want to blast them onto somebody else. Feel them, allow them to flow through you and out of you, and trust the cyclical nature of life. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. It always does. You will find well full again. You're well full again. You're well. And the card after that is the King of Pentacles, about bathe in the abundance of all that is around you, of all that you have created for yourself. So of course, whenever we are feeling down, when we are feeling like that, then it's time for us to think about also what we're grateful for. And also know that I'm a human, I'm a spirit being having a human experience on this earth at this time, which is a pretty crazy time. We're going through ascension process. There's so much happening in the world. With all the light that's coming from the sun and the cosmos and everywhere, our body is changing. Our body is actually physically changing on the inside, which we will not be able to really see or measure for years, but it is changing. We're becoming a higher frequency. That is causing problems within our body that we're not used to, feelings, symptoms. And so that's what you could be going through too. So this is about doing something that actually also brings you pleasure. And don't be afraid to do things, buy yourself something or go someplace that you love. Like this is talking about the physical world where sometimes we need to, for me, often, if I'm feeling down and off, I mean, I'm so different than so many people, but I love big health food stores that have grocery stores in them and then everything else in them. I could browse through that for hours and I'm totally happy. Sometimes just going into a mall and going into different stores and just browsing, like just fully and completely relaxing. Maybe get a coffee and just going to a movie by yourself. I know there's not so many good movies anymore, but whatever, right? Do something for you also. It doesn't have to even cost you anything. I'm just going to spend an hour out of my deck reading a book that's really interesting, or I'm just going to close my eyes and just sit here in nature and breathe in the beautiful, air and listen to the sounds of nature. Whatever it is, don't forget to do that to yourself, because remember, always, you get to be in control of your energetic being, right? It takes being conscious, because we don't want to let a whole bunch of junk come into us, and we also don't want to push a whole bunch of junk out into the world. So having like a shield, right? I allow in love and light, everything else bounces off me. I'm like a little cocoon of my beautiful love and light energy, and I'm going to, for a while, I'm going to just sit here and bathe in this beautiful gratitude and love energy. I know we can't live like that forever. Well, maybe some people can, but those are things you can do, right? Like set up these little practices for yourself. Okay, the book, Parallel Universes. Oh, okay, here it is. They are all, we're talking about different realities, different parallel realities and all this. They're all possible by you because they are also you. So we are splitting off all the time into these different realities. And I'm observing this reality. I'm the observer of this reality. Our oversoul, our soul is split up into, I used to think one soul, one body. No, many, 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 many realities. They're all layered on top of each other. And the big decisions we make turns us in a different, there's a reality of me living here. There's a reality of me living still back where I grew up. There's a reality of me living where I really want to live next. There might be a reality of me living in a tropical country, all these things. But we are aware of our reality because we are the conscious observer of this one. We can visit those other realities, and people do. That's a whole other story. But they are all there, and they can bleed over and affect us in this reality. So a life that I myself am living in another could be time, because there's no past, present, or future. It's all the same time. Because I get headaches and my neck, I always have problems. So I'm like, I think I was hung in another lifetime. And that's why my neck, it's possible, right? It gives me so many problems. Anything like that, or I get headaches a lot. So maybe I was killed by being hit over the head in a parallel reality, and it affects this reality, which is so crazy, but that can be. This also means you don't really have to create another reality, because it already exists. You merely have to become the version of yourself that corresponds to that desired reality, and you then choose it. I am now choosing, and that's why I use those words all the time. I am now choosing, because we choose. And it is weird to think, well, what do you mean? There's another me living a reality of me doing what I really want. Why can't I just be there? Because you need to fully be there and ignore this reality, which I'm sure people have done before. I don't know. I have listened to many, many videos about this, but I know that most of us can't do that jump. But we need to be conscious of what we're choosing, because we want to be choosing, making things, decisions, all those things that are leading us towards the reality we want to be in. Yes, we're living it now, which is a strange concept to think with it. The observer, the us, that other little version of ourself is observing that reality, therefore living it. We're observing this reality, therefore living it. We observe our reality, we see our reality through our lens. Because I believe these thoughts, because I believe the thoughts, I have these beliefs, I take this action, I have done these things, therefore I am the observer of this I've created. By all the choices I've made, I have become in this place in my life. I don't want to stay, so now what can I choose? And it's about, I am now the person who, just like trying to quit smoking. If you continually, I know it's years ago, I used to smoke years ago, continually identify as a smoker, then you are still living in the reality where you're a smoker. But we know eventually we're like, I'm an ex-smoker. We just say, no, I don't smoke. You see what I mean? Or drink. No, I don't drink. Don't keep saying, I'm somebody who used to drink, but then I quit. I don't believe you should say that at all. I also don't believe in saying I'm an alcoholic. Someone should say that, because that's continually keeping them in that space. It's, I don't drink. I just don't drink, because you want to identify as that. So anyways, this is just part of what we're going to discuss in the future, going further in this, because I believe it's totally so interesting, and also how powerful that we get to make these little changes, that we get to have this awareness of all these things, and it helps us to live our life in more of an intentional way, and really start to be, again, that chooser, creative our life, and living a life that we are more aligned with. That's what we're all working towards. All right, taking your deep breath, inhaling, lengthening up through the spine. And as you exhale, bring that love and light and healing energy right down through your whole body, relaxing, releasing. Inhale, lengthening, bringing in that beautiful energy. Exhale, releasing, relaxing, and bringing that energy down, and it's going to cleanse and clear and take away, right? That's what our intention is. We are intending that as we exhale, our body is releasing and letting go, right? So our intention creates something. So that's why you want to have that intention, not just go, it's absolute magic that this happens, thinking this is crazy. No, I'm intending, I'm visualizing, I'm seeing this beautiful white light come down through my body, right down, cleansing and clearing anything that doesn't serve me anymore. Just letting everything go down to the center of the earth, dropping it there. And then I'm imagining and intending the beautiful energy of the earth that's grounding, that's strong, that's stable, that's loving, is coming up in through my body and filling my whole body with this beautiful safety, secure energy. And then as I exhale, I release, relax, and let go. So that's the way you want to do it, right? Hands on your heart, and then you can say anything you need to hear, right? Say those things to yourself that you need to hear. I'm worthy, deserving, I'm loved, I'm guided, I'm supported, always. All right, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.